Come on. Can...
10-4.
Chris Christie on the call here, people. What's happening? Let me get this tweet out.
Welcome, everybody, as you join us live on abc7.com and our 24/7 streaming channels. Chris Christie up in Air 7 as you take a look at this pursuit. CHP chasing a stolen vehicle down the 14th freeway in the Santa Clarita Valley. First was going northbound on the 14th, all the way up towards the Antelope Valley. Turned around, got back on the southbound side, heading through Agua Dulce, now heading a little further south here after a successful
spike strip has landed. Spike strip has landed on this black Dodge Charger. The front left tire has fallen off. Right before we went live, if you were listening to the scanner, front left wheel is gone. Could have potential of a Katy Perry challenge here, especially with the XL Dodge Charger being driven.
The helicopter calling out the location of this pursuit, at least 4 CHP units right behind him, doing about 50 to 70 miles per hour.
All right, tweets are out. Night sun overhead. XL Black Dodge Charger that has just ran over some spike strips on the 14 southbound coming out of Palmdale.
Under the conditions, despite the fact that he's missing a
Boogity, boogity, boogity!
there is some damage.
Let's go chasing, coming through the Newhall Pass out of Canyon Country. Southbound good news towards the city. Bad news, Dodger game still going on. Could potentially have some restricted airspace issues, but for now, coming out of the Newhall Pass, we should be okay.
If he continues towards the 5 freeway, still though holding steady in that number 2 lane.
No front left tire. Now, because this is an XL Dodge Charger, there is potential that's double racked up there. But I think all front lefts are down. But I'm not seeing any sparks yet. You can see it kind of kicking up something. He drove over spike strips right before Chris Christie and Air 7 got overhead. K-Cal is en route.
Taking a live look at a California Highway Patrol chase here down the 14 freeway. That stolen pickup truck on the run from California Highway Patrol. It's been going on for about a half hour or so. It was going up the 14th freeway. He eventually turned around, and now we are heading in the southbound direction after a successful spike strip.
There's the front left going down. You see it riding on rims, and it's only a matter of time that the friction causes that to disappear. And then you're going to see sparks. Then when you see the axle go, you start tilting, and he's going to start driving that front bumper into the asphalt. We are about 5 minutes away from a Katy Perry challenge, maybe 5 to 10 minutes as the rubber is completely off the front left due to a spike strip.
50 to 60 miles per hour.
Meanwhile, this thing is just trucking along. I'd say within 5 minutes, we're going to have ourselves a Katy Perry challenge. We've seen many Katy Perry challenges on the 14 southbound before coming out of Palmdale. That's where, infamously, that one vehicle just ignited on the freeway. That rim will whittle down to the axle at some point, and every little centimeter that it does, the bumper is getting closer and closer to the asphalt, which is going to start kicking up all sorts of heat and sparks. CA-14 is the highway that they are currently on southbound coming out of Palmdale. They're just getting through the Newhall Pass, headed towards Van Nuys out of Canyon Country. Good news for us is they're headed back towards downtown. Here we go. It's sparks time, people. A little bit less than 5 minutes, but it's starting up right now. It's white smoke starting to kick up as well. That is not oil smoke. That is rim smoke.
And you can see sparks flying off of that truck as he starts to veer over towards the right, maybe thinking of pulling over here.
Oh, he's got his blinker on.
That we have seen since we have been overhead here. He's been holding steady, going in a straight line down the 14 freeway after striking that spike.
Slowing down a little bit.
In excess of 100 miles per hour. California Highway Patrol still right on his tail here as he gets over to the number 3 lane.
Had a signal on. Slowing down considerably, down to 50 miles an hour or so.
Exit, committing to the 14 freeway here. He does not
14 freeway for quite some time, yeah.
There's 1 or 2 more interchanges.
Look how whittled down it's getting, people. We're near the axle. He passed up the last opportunity to get off the 14. Now he's headed through the Newhall Pass, and we're going to merge with the 5 freeway.
Has enough steam left. It's a heavy-duty GMC truck.
No, that's a Dodge Charger. It's just, look how big, you can see it in the roof.
There is no tire there on that front left wheel. But we'll see how much more.
What did I tell you before, people? CBC, Chases Breed Chases. Only a matter of time till we got another one tonight. Is that DJ Ryerson in the chat? It is indeed. Everyone say what's up to our #1 community gifter. Shout out to Big Booty, who just dumped 5 in there, at least. Or 10, sorry. Good grief. W's sub-dubs in the chat for Big Moody. Appreciate you. And I'm sure the viewers do as well. What's up, Caslot? 24 months. Sparks are picking up here, people. Blinker is still on. Good news is the blinker is on. We know he's going to be making a right-hand turn. The problem is there's no off-ramp for a considerable amount of time.
Holding steady in the number 3 lane here down the 14 freeway at 50 miles per hour. We are not aware of anybody else other than the driver at this point. Still unclear how many people might be in this vehicle, but it is a stolen GMC pickup truck behaving well here as he continues without a front left tire. He is maintaining control here, but we'll see how much longer that lasts. There are 4 black and whites right behind him trying to pull this truck over. He is
Does he know he's sparking?
At all, ever since they tried to pull him over.
Possibly not. Big night sun overhead.
Freeway, almost into Palmdale, and then turned around and has covered quite a bit of real estate at triple-digit speeds until he hit that spike strip, and you can see that front left rim is really starting to spark up here as he gets further down the 14.
Interesting that it sparks up on asphalt, but not pavement. I think you're on a pavement part of the Newhall Pass right now.
And that rim is starting to wobble a little bit here.
Oh, God.
Might not be much left here if he continues at these speeds. Just chewing away at that steel and maybe showing signs of slowing down a little more here.
Yeah, low 40s, kind of. I don't know, that speedometer is a little...
I don't know. He seems to be... Yeah, you can see the metal coming off here.
Oh, God, we're headed down to the axle. It's getting wobbly, people. That rim is wobbly, and when that rim comes off and we go down to the axle, the aerodynamics of that front is going to start dragging on the asphalt.
And you can get a really clear shot now of that front left rim. It's on borrowed time. I can't imagine he's going to make it into the San Fernando Valley, but still... We've seen stranger things. In the meantime, he is not.
Oh, just lost the rim. Just lost something off the rim. It's in the middle of the freeway. They would wave a yellow flag for debris if this was a NASCAR race. Debris just went flying off of the car. I don't know if that was part of the bumper or what. Chris Christie is just killing it with the zoom-ins right now. It's continuing to shred shrapnel all over the place. Are you guys seeing this? Little pieces of metal flying off of this Dodge Charger. Huge sparks may have gone over a bump right there as the aerodynamics of the front are getting real close. More pieces of the rim coming off. We're going down to the axle here. Oh, Lord. A slow process.
This truck is going to start behaving very differently. But remarkable still to see from this angle just how he's able to maintain control. He's essentially driving.
As long as he stays in a straight line, it's, good call out by Chris. As long as we stay on a straight line, he should be able to survive. The moment you try and turn this Dodge Charger, you're in some deep shit.
With those CHP units right behind him, now approaching the 5 freeway here. We have slowed down considerably.
Down into speeds into the 40s.
At most. I think closer to 30 here, but he is encountering.
And yeah, remember, guys, remember with that front left gone, he also loses the ability to brake because there is no front left. With all that shrapnel just coming off of this Dodge Charger now, brakes are gone. He has one tire on the right that we can't see if it's intact because he drove over the spike strip. But it's going to be even more difficult as we start launching spikes now. Or sparks. Those of you in an ad break, you missed all sorts of shrapnel flying out of the axle, out of the rim. It is whittled down. He was launching metal pieces off of this car, and now the aerodynamics of the vehicle have changed considerably. Really tilting. He's got to know in the cabin that this thing is tilting like that. Down to about 30 miles an hour. We were at 50. Now it's about 30 into the 20s. Yeah, as long as he stays driving straight, it shouldn't be an issue. And if you're at these speeds, you can brake. Use that front right to grab on and latch on with some rubber. The 5 interchange should be coming up here as well. I'm curious to see what happens because there hasn't been an exit for quite some time. Almost coming to a stop. Could he eject Ojito? I don't know. That ground to the right, I don't know if that's a giant fall off from the 14 or what.
You are continuing to follow this police pursuit, a California highway pursuit, highway patrol pursuit, I should say, chasing down the stolen GMC pickup truck, which has hit a spike strip after covering a good amount of the Santa Clarita Valley up and down the 14 freeway, now approaching the Newhall Pass without a front left tire and very little rim left to speak of as well. He is not showing any signs of getting off the freeway or pulling over peacefully, but it does look like this truck is on borrowed time with 4 black and whites right on his tail, ready for that felony stop that we expect to see here momentarily. Still, though, you see occasional sparks flying off the front left rim. You see metal coming off of the vehicle. It is just a matter of minutes before he eventually comes to a stop, just kind of waiting it out here. They've got time on their side, and they've got all the resources that they're going to need.
Yeah, I am too, Real MZ. I can't believe we made it to the 5 interchange, but we are here now. You can see the spider web of different little merges going on here. Now what happens as we approach a much busier freeway?
Doing about 40 miles per hour.
According to the Nightbot, this is a Dodge Charger. Those of you just new watching our program, we use artificial intelligence to scan the screen because everyone's always so curious what type of car it is. That is a XL Dodge Charger. I'm not sure of the year, though.
We are now in the San
What's
Fernando
up,
Valley.
Marpua?
Newhall Pass has made his way all the way down here from Santa Clarita.
Appreciate you subscribing. 22 months and counting. You keep subbing, we keep streaming. You want to avoid the inevitable ads? The best way to do it is connect your Amazon Prime account. Appreciate you guys as always. CHP, I imagine, is still in pursuit here. Those are some chippies.
Maybe 1 or 2 exits ahead of him here. You can see mild traffic right in front of him here, and no traffic coming from the back. You can see they have created a traffic break in the rear of this pickup truck.
Got to tell you, this guy's pretty determined to get away or just exhaust the final minutes of his freedom until this vehicle just stops operating. Otherwise, he would have known this game is over without the front left.
He is just going to continue this joyride for as long as that truck will hold up. But that rim is really on its last leg. A little more smoke coming from the undercarriage of the vehicle. That might be coming from the rim, presumably. It's still
Stolen Dodge Charger is the one here.
Any change in the behavior of this vehicle, but look at that. I mean, he's almost.
It's got a hangnail.
It's incredible.
I can't believe that rim hasn't fallen off yet. That rim is still enduring the asphalt. But if he ever tries to turn, it will grind right through. And now as we approach more asphalt, you can see the white smoke kicking up here. This is a great advertisement for durability of XL Dodge Charger rims and axles.
Making his way further down the 5 freeway here in the San Fernando Valley, coming up on Roxford and Sylmar.
We cannot have this guy take the 110 southbound. That'll take us towards downtown, and we still have Dodger airspace from the Dodger game. I think it's up to 2 hours after the final pitch, or maybe 90 minutes after the final pitch. Restricted airspace.
This Grand Theft Auto, but it certainly appears that he has been really, I have to find out where this started, but we first caught wind of it as he was making his way northbound in towards Palmdale, and then for some reason turned around and has now made his way all the way down here, first on all 4 tires at triple-digit speeds, then eventually hitting a spike strip, and now we are watching what remains of that front left wheel continuing to deteriorate.
That is one bright night sun tonight. It's nice to have an actual HQ HD broadcast, unlike NBC. The things we do for Eliana, we have to endure watching chases on VCRs. Mr. Nugget 5280, appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. Copy. Copy shirts available, birdsintheair.com. You guys requested, we delivered. Rave reviews, as you will see. Now, 10:19 p.m. Pacific time, Thursday, September 16th.
Getting a closer look at that front left rim. Clearly a very, very strong rim that's allowing this truck to continue to propel. Now down onto the 405 freeway as he transitions to the 405 southbound. That truck is still moving at a pretty good clip. I don't know how they designed that rim, but it is still managing to take him a good distance here.
GJB wants the grappler. We've seen it in Nevada. We've seen it in Arizona. Soon, hopefully, California. Those of you that don't know about the grappler, it's where highway patrol units from the specific states drive up to the bumper of the suspect and they unleash the grappler and pull him over, drag him into the dust, into the abyss. Many videos out there now, but yet to be approved in California. Maybe there's a conspiracy against the grappler here because police chases draw such big audiences to the news that if we do the grappler, there'll never be any chases anymore.
If I'm not mistaken, it looks like he's accelerating a little bit. I think he's picked up a little bit of speed as he's gotten onto the 405 freeway.
What?
About 50 to 55.
How was he on the 405?
With something
Wait a second.
dangling off the front left fender. It looks
Oh, the 5 does. He's okay.
But,
I know where he is. He's headed towards the west side now.
Still maintaining remarkable control here.
There's going to be another pass coming up here.
We saw a little smoke earlier. We saw actual chunks of
Not the Cahuenga Pass. What's the very western pass called? We were just coming out of the Newhall Pass.
Is still drivable. I don't know how, but it is still moving at speeds in excess of 50.
Oh, he's got his hazards on, not the blinker. This is about to come down the 405, people. How many of you that live in the Southern California area have taken this exact road to get you into the valley or passing Santa Monica, Venice?
One would imagine they might be considering another spike strip, maybe trying to...
The Mulholland Pass. Thank you, Lonely Stoner. Appreciate you. Wait, no, that's not Mulholland. It's Sepulveda. Mulholland is east. It's West Hollywood is Mulholland. I think this is Sepulveda Pass. I always get my passes. It goes Sepulveda, Mulholland, Cahuenga, and Newhall. Yeah, this is Sepulveda Pass. Thank you for reminding me. We're starting to kick up some sparks here, people. What if it ignites? What if it just incinerates this XL Dodge Charger? And he's really hitting the gas here. You could tell by how that car just dipped. He's up to 70. We're in a Katy Perry challenge mode right now, people. We are spraying fireworks like we're paid on commission.
driving pretty stably down the 405 freeway here in North Hills.
This is not. He needs to decrease his speeds back to into the 40s. That rim has done great at those speeds, but you're gonna have some problems here as we continue to shoot out sparks like we have sparklers or bottle rockets coming out of that front left. Good old-fashioned chase here. A very traditional chase. Straightforward highway chase. Coming out of the valley. Downtown. We still have
pressing that gas pedal,
significant time until we get to LAX.
Fortunately, a wide open 405 freeway here with very little traffic in his way. Looking down the freeway here, it remains pretty light all the way through Van Nuys as he makes his way past Roscoe here in just a second. He's continuing to hold steady in that number 1 lane actually. Right next to the HOV lane there, CHP right behind him.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. He's going to incinerate. We're going to the axle, and now we start. Those sparks are coming from the bumper, from the front. Now it's the undercarriage is dragging. Now the undercarriage is dragging. He's pulling over. He had to have seen those sparks come flying out of the back. Oh my god.
Can't be very comfortable, but he's going to give it all it's got as he gets off at Roscoe Boulevard.
Oh my god. Ejectocito.
Suspect out of the vehicle.
He's got his hands up. I thought he was going for a car jack there. I thought he was going to go for the car jack.
To CHP at the end of the off-ramp here. He's at the 405 Roscoe exit with his hands up in the air. That wheel is gone.
Oh my god. I thought he was going to try and jump in that Dodge Charger waiting at the light.
That truck has basically gone the distance. And the suspect now with his hood up will be complying, it appears, with California Highway Patrol commands as he steps backwards in the direction of those law enforcement officers with their guns drawn.
Get this pursuit tree out of the way. Now. Look at these damn pursuit trees.
Prepared to give this up peacefully. Thankfully, nobody hurt in this pursuit. The suspect with his hands on his head. Now about to
stand by for code 4.
After
They got to clear the vehicle first.
With a truck that just refused to give up. Only one spike strip is all it took. But that tire and that rim, it really did the job here. It looks like almost like a brand new truck right off the lot there. And that is all she wrote for this pursuit, that stolen vehicle.
Code 4.
Headed to...
Nope.
Probably...
Not yet.
Well, I'll probably totaled that one. But yeah, this is over. Look at this. Unbelievable.
I got to clear the vehicle first. Be code 4 here shortly, I imagine. That guy tall as hell. Huge wingspan, too. Does he hoop? Okay, now we're code 4. Drop your 4s in the chat. That's a wrap.
CHP clearing the vehicle, given the code 4. Only the
Is that Farva? That looked like Officer Farva. Deputy Farva. You guys see the stash in the belly on that guy? That guy right there, in the middle of your screen. Sorry, my damn busted sign may have... He looked like he was headed back to the car to get a liter of cola. This guy walking under the word Fernando. That's Deputy Farva.
Here in Air 7. One driver in custody, a GMC truck commercial in the can, and
this is him right here, Officer Farva. I just want him to turn around before we leave so bad so you guys can see the stash. Turn around.
Thankfully, it's over again. Nobody hurt here. I'm Chris Christie reporting live from Air 7. That'll do it.
Thank you, Chris. Too bad. They had Doge? They had a Doge there?
Live 7 on your side responding to complaints of copper thieves.
Lucky he gave up. Everybody. What did I tell you? Every news reporter just gorgeous. Geese complaints? Wait a second.
Here at a local park in Torrance.
ABC 7 in your community is driven by your Southern California
bad.
Toyota.
First world problems here in Los Angeles. All right. I think that's going to do it. No weather for you guys tonight. Canadian geese problem in Torrance. They're mean. Mean motherfuckers. So are swans. Swans are so mean. We haven't had pursuit geese, I think, ever. Do you guys want to stay and wait for the goose story? I kind of do. I kind of do. The pursuit is over. I'll put the busted on the screen just until the goose story comes back. Everybody they put on the news is just so pretty. Just hot girl bias. In Los Angeles. Not the case in other smaller cities. There's a goose animation in the chat. Is he dabbing in the chat? Or what's that dance called that he's doing? I know it's not dabbing, it's something else. Gritty. It's a gritty. Okay. We're waiting on the goose story. Is that who actually made that dance famous? The Flyers mascot, or are you just trolling? Still in commercial, by the way. I'm watching it right now, waiting for goose story. I had the Rayos tonight, which explains the chase. It wasn't meat sauce though, it was chicken parm. Oh, that was Brianna Ruffalo. Brianna Ruffalo's engaged to what's-his-face? Actor. He was in the movie Stealth with Jessica Biel. Goose story time, I think.
Michelle Fisher, Rob Fugasaki with sports, and Chief Meteorologist Dallas Raines with the AccuWeather forecast.
No, Jamie Foxx. Not Jamie Foxx. I forgot he's in that movie.
Copper wire theft plaguing neighborhoods.
Oh no, do we have to wait for goose story?
In the dark and causing dangerous conditions. The copper wires disappearing faster than they can be replaced and the lights repaired.
The 6th Street Bridge now left in the dark and covered in graffiti. 7 on your side has been keeping track of the copper theft around our city. Our Carlos Granda has the latest.
Where's goose story?
Lights being out
Hold on.
top of that, it's.
Let me search. Maybe it's I can replay it or search for it. No goose story. Gotta wait for it live on the news later, I guess. Unfortunately, people. No goose story tonight.
Number of boxes are opened and the copper wire has been stolen.
I just thought maybe it was just our street, and then the more we walk, we see it happening, east, west, south. It's crazy.
On a much larger
Crazy.
scale, it's the same issue with the 6th Street Bridge. All the lights are out and it is covered in graffiti. On a post on X, LAPD Commander
They can't just steal the copper. They gotta leave graffiti too.
Wiring and have left the bridge in the
Let you
dark.
know who did
Fixing
it.
the bridge's lighting long term will be difficult because the copper wiring.
I wonder what the 6th
continues
Street
to be a
Bridge is
target
like
for
without
thieves.
lights.
The Los Angeles Bureau of Street Lighting sent us a statement which says in part,
We can wait for a
"Unfortunately,
commercial to
city's
see if the goose story
100-year
comes
street
in.
lighting infrastructure is easily accessible, making the lights in this neighborhood prime targets for copper wire theft. The LAPD has a dedicated heavy metal task force that will continue to hold people accountable."
It's so brazen. It's crazy. I mean, how much copper are you really getting? But the inconvenience and the toll that it takes on the taxpayers and just in the community,
That's the idea.
it's unfair.
Unfortunately, fixing this issue isn't going to be easy. With thefts reported in several locations across the city, officials say it will take months. I'm Carlos Granda, ABC
Months?
7 Eyewitness News.
LA County supervisors just approved roughly $30 million.
People are gonna be
for
without
relief for wildfire
lights on the streets for
survivors and
months?
communities affected by the recent ice raids. The motion also calls for additional eviction protections. A community organizer for street vendors says the immigrant community has been especially hard hit by the Trump administration's recent crackdowns.
And so a lot of people have had to resort to mutual aid, their savings, or literally in debt, and in great debt to have that roof over their head. And
The rent relief program will not only cover tenants, but also landlords in need of mortgage assistance for repairs to fire-damaged property.
Goose, goose,
Let's
goose.
quickly update you on news from around Southern California with 5 stops at 5.
Today
Goose,
we're heading
goose,
to Long Beach,
goose.
Hollywood Hills, North Hollywood, North.
One of these has to be the
and
goose
Los
story.
Angeles. In downtown LA, a person was
Oh,
killed
shit.
in a fire at a 12-story residential high-rise. Fire officials found the person on the 7th floor. They say sprinklers were working, but it still took more than 100 firefighters to get the flames under control.
In
Jeez.
North Hills, a search underway for a killer who shot a woman several times and left her for dead behind an apartment complex. Investigators detained several people at the scene, but they have not released details on a possible suspect or motive.
In North Hollywood, 6 people injured in
Wow.
this 3-car crash. 5 were taken to the hospital. None of the injuries life-threatening. The crash also
How?
forcing a temporary closure of the Metrolink tracks.
In the Hollywood Hills, 5 homes illegally built atop Laurel Canyon have been ordered to come down. The owner of the homes on Woodstock Road has agreed to demolish the structures over safety concerns.
And in the port of Long Beach, salvage and recovery operation continue.
Do you guys
on
see
the
this shit?
cargo
All the
ship
containers that
Mississippi.
fell off the boats?
So far, 32 of the containers that fell into the water from the ship have been recovered. No signs of pollution.
They're not going to do the
so
geese
far.
until the very
New
end.
at 5, a story brought to us by an Eyewitness News viewer. A
Geese.
tip that takes us to Lawndale. That's where Canadian geese have overrun Alondra Park.
Geese.
Eyewitness News reporter Ashley
Alondra Park invaded by geese.
These geese may have made themselves right at home.
Ah!
It's a honking good time for the geese.
It's a
here at
honking
Alondra
good
Park,
time.
But not so much for their human neighbors. Viewers who live across the street from Alondra Park tell us they've seen the population of geese grow drastically over the
Look at this guy on the side of the screen.
This beautiful lake now has an odor and is littered with droppings and buzzing with flies.
They will go where there is food available. So because people keep offering them food, more and more will keep congregating, and so that is leading to that overpopulation.
Despite signs posted around the park to not feed the wildlife,
Imagine getting
just in
this
the short
story.
time we've been here, we've seen people come to feed the birds cereal, popcorn, and
Potatoes?
And here you can see potatoes left out for the geese. Experts say feeding the fowl certain foods can be harmful.
That can cause issues.
People are
such
so
as,
stupid.
What we call angel wing. That makes them unable to fly. It's very painful. Unfortunately, that is not a very good end for geese who are supposed to be able to fly away from predators.
Some neighbors say the geese wander into the street, stop traffic, and sometimes get hit. On the other hand, however, park visitors say they enjoy seeing the wildlife.
When I first started running, I used to be a little bit aggravated at avoiding all the droppings. But after a while, it's like, I don't care. It's great seeing nature.
Alondra Park is served by LA County, and they say their main goal is to educate the public on how to safely cohabit.
Why is she in the middle of all those geese?
Not feeding them.
Canada geese are a native species to North America, and they are federally protected by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918. So harassing or trying to relocate them
They're gonna
is
snitch?
really not an option. We need to learn to share this space with them peacefully.
In Torrance,
Get the fuck out of here.
Eyewitness News.
Get the fuck out of here. We need to learn how to share space with them.
Scan the QR code on your screen or submit your suggestions at abc7.com/tips.
The crime drama series High Potential.
Get the fuck out of here. That was worth the wait. We need to, it's their park now. We're the captain here. All they did was they shit around the park to the point that no one comes over there anymore. And there's so much shit, it was attracting flies. Colonies of flies. We need to let the geese live. They're protected. You kidding me? If I lived across the street, from those fucking geese, and they were dropping shit all day, honking all night, I would find the biggest fur missile in the world to unleash hell. Are you kidding me? How would you know where the fur missile came from? Fur missiles. Listen, there's gangs all over LA. There's also Doge gangs. You guys ever seen Homeward Bound 2? San Francisco? Yeah. That's who I'm calling. Hire them with kibble incentive. Treats and bones and stuff. This is goose erasure. Doge gangs. Yeah, I know geese can be intimidating, but listen, if we're sending Rotties, German Shepherds, we're not sending Golden Retrievers and King Cavalier Spaniels. We're sending fur missiles, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, Doges, not SEALs. This is... All right. That was a good story. The one guy was like, you know what? I used to run around here, and now I just kind of don't care anymore. He just gave up. I am one with the geese. Did you hear the beginning of the package? First, she did Nat sound. She did Nat sound with the honking. Having a honking good time. These geese are. Yeah, there you go. Send in Fur Team 6. It's game over. Yeah, so who dropped a pile of potatoes, whole potatoes, in the middle of the geese and thinking that was a good idea? One, they don't eat potatoes. Two, it's dangerous. Three, it's just going to keep them there even longer. So even if you were supporting the geese, you're actually killing them. It checks every box of what not to do. Potatoes. It's actually a good question. 100 geese versus a Dodge Charger. Listen, 100 geese versus an airplane hasn't worked out well many times in the past either. Bird strikes happen all the time. Geese win. Dangerous animals, man. All right. On that note, who was that? Sam Weiss Gamgee? Cook them, mash them, put them in a stew. Potatoes. Nasty potatoes. Give me fish raw. Great fucking movie. I know ball, especially Lord of the Rings. All right. I have a good Gollum. I do a good Gollum. My breath